In the past 2 years, we've built a business that's generated over $800,000 in just selling online fitness coaching. By the end of this video, I'll show you exactly what we've done to make sure that we have an offer that's amazing, that people can't say no to make sure that we know how to market it, that we know how to sell it, and most importantly, once you get a client to join, how to fulfill the promise that you made of getting them in shape, of getting them to build a muscle or lose the fat, and then you can also get referrals. You can just build a business that's rock solid and that makes hundreds of thousands or dozens of thousands of dollars in 1 month. And the first thing that you have to have is a good offer. A lot of you don't even know how to build that offer. Why? Because you don't know who your avatar truly is, who the person you're helping is. And I'll show you an example of what I'm talking about. When I say you have to know your avatar, you have to know the person you're helping, I mean this. I have this document here that I've built of my avatar, of my ICP. And who's that ICP? It's the coach who's making anywhere from 3 to 8K to, and struggling with working a lot of hours, but not getting the best out of their time. They don't know the concept of leverage. So that's my ICP. And overall, I know all their problems, inconsistent lead flow. I know the bottleneck. I know that he has no SOPs in place, that he's stuck trading time for money, that he feels overworked and close to burnout, that he has doubts if he's actually cut out to be successful because he's been working for so long and he's not getting the results. And I also know the deep-rooted problems. He has no clear vision of what a real business actually looks like. He never made the shift from coach to business operator. And all those things. And I have desires list, but most importantly, I wanted to show you this. This was a mentor who taught me, of course, but he taught me to name my ICP Steve. And then I know Steve's age. I know, what he does, who he is. I know everything about him. And if you just know everything, every single pain that your ICP goes through, that your avatar goes through, what keeps him up at night, what keeps him, what makes him excited, what are his biggest dreams, his biggest goals, it's easy for you to build an offer that you just put in front of their face, of his face, and he feels like it's impossible to say no to. Now, there's two things that are very important in order for someone to feel like it's impossible to say no to. They have to, number one, have the means to buy it. So they have to be qualified. You can't sell a fitness package that's like $1,000 or $2,000 or even $6,000 to someone who's broke, of course. And so it's not going to be an irresistible offer if they don't have the money to buy it. So they have to have the money to buy it. And then on top of that, it has to be exactly for them. And what you have to do is to build the exact outcome that your offer is going to bring to your ICP. The exact outcome. And as an example, that can be, my example is here. We help online fitness coaches doing 3 to 5 to 8K a month turn their solo grind into a systemized $10,000 to $20,000 a month business in 16 weeks by installing an irresistible offer, systems, and a team around them without doing ads or adding more work or adding platforms or anything. That's the main outcome. So you need to have a clear outcome for your ICP already. We help you lose 20 pounds. The formula is this. We help avatar. We help busy men. We help men who, we help entrepreneurs. We help anything, whoever your avatar is, achieve dream result in X time without pain. A good example. I help busy men lose 20 pounds in 90 days without having to give up sweets. That's it. I help. Busy is always good because busy people have more money to buy your fitness package. But I help busy women. I help busy women, or I help moms. I help moms lose 15 pounds in 120 days without having to give up time with their kids. Something simple. And then you have to have the deliverables. Deliverables are things that you're going to deliver. The three main things that I recommend a fitness coach to deliver are the workouts and the meal plans, like personalized workouts and meal plans, 24/7 support. So like you hold them accountable to the workouts, because you can see in the app, depending on the app that you use, you can see whether or not they got it done. And so like keep them, like just stay on them. Freaking hire an assistant to see who got their workout in and who didn't, and hold the guys who didn't get their workout in accountable. And then lastly, monthly check-in. No, not monthly, do it weekly. A weekly check-in. We do it monthly with the guys who've been, like if the guy's been in the program for a long time, like maybe a year or 6 months even, then you can give him a downsell that's going to be a one check-in a month. But anyway, your main program is going to be one check-in a month. A week is going to be one check-in a week. And when you have these three things, like those are the main things they want to deliver. But then you also want to frame it in a good, in a way that it's like irresistible for them. We build your meal plan so that you can eat healthy, so they can eat your favorite foods without having to worry about tracking your macros. We build your workouts so that you can get your workouts in under 40 minutes without having to work out 5 times a week. You know, so like just build deliverables in a very clear manner, and that's it. And then you got to show them the coaching structure, which the coaching structure can be one one-on-one call a week if you want, you know, for the check-ins. If it's one-on-one call, make sure it's higher ticket. Like if we're going to sell a package that you do one-on-one calls with your clients, then bro, just charge more, because one-on-one calls take a lot of time and you should value your time. And then maybe some, you know, the other structure is going to be like the app, whatever app you use. That's it. And just showing mine as an example, like so we have 2 group calls a week, 4 VIP one-on-ones with me, step-by-step training modules. So like have that in place. And then bro, have bonuses. Now here's the thing that you have to understand about bonuses. The bonuses alone need to be very valuable to the point that they would just buy the bonuses. Like the bonuses alone should be a full program on their own. Give them bonuses that are actually valuable. Ask ChatGPT, hey, I have this program that helps Avatar achieve dream outcome in X days without feeling pain. And then tell them, I want to give them bonuses that are actually valuable. It can be anything. It can be template to travel without having to worry about nutrition. It can be 14 extra days that they can give their loved one for free in the program. It can be a one-on-one call that you make on their finances if they're struggling with no, not finances. But what it means is it can be anything. But the main concept with bonuses is that it has to be more valuable than, bro, the full program on their own. It has to be more valuable than your competitors' full program. And then that's when you know it's an actual bonus. And of course, it also has to solve some of their pains. If they have the pain that they don't want to, you know, meal prep, then add the bonus that you buy their meal prep for them. That's it. Like that's a great bonus already. Dude, if you just have clear bonuses in place that solve their pain and they're truly valuable, this is going to be an incredible offer that they're not going to say no to. And then lastly, you have to have a guarantee. Now, there's 3 types of guarantees. The first type is if you don't achieve your result, we work with you for free for X days. And that's, you know, that's the one that I use, for example. Let me show you. If you don't make your $10,000 in online coaching revenue, in new online coaching revenue, and graduate with a fully installed operator system, we'll work with you for free until you achieve it. That's it. And so if you don't lose your 20 pounds in the period that you're with us, then we're going to work with you for free until you achieve it. That's the first one. That's the one that I recommend most for anyone. Second one is the money back guarantee. If you don't achieve your goal within X days while doing these things, while doing your check-ins, while doing your workouts, while getting back to us within 2 days or within 24 hours in our app, if you do all of that and you don't achieve your goal, then we're going to give your money back. And then the third one is the anti-guarantee. The anti-guarantee is where you want to get to, like it's the goal, because they're just so certain that the person will achieve their goal. But most importantly, you're just set as an authority and you have so much proof that you have an anti-guarantee. Like there's no guarantee, but I just know this program is so amazing. This program that it will change your life that I don't need a guarantee. That's the point that you want to get to. Now, once you have your Grand Slam offer, the offer that's truly gonna get anyone like, bro, just take my money, take my 5K, take my 2K, just take a couple grand. Like whatever you say this price is, I'll figure out how to pay because this is just so valuable and it's gonna help me so much. You have to have an offer that makes people feel like that. You have to have an offer that makes people feel like that. Now, before you get them to feel like that, you need to know them, which is why I showed you the product market fit. First, you have to know their problems, their desires, their main goals, everything, and break it down into Steve. Steve, like just know Steve like the back of your hand, bro. You have to know Steve. And then once you have an offer, now you have to market it. Now, here's what I recommend. There's 3 main pillars that you're gonna use to market yourself, to market your personal brand and your product. First one, and this is what I learned with Aristotle, literally, like just a philosopher, and it's his persuasion strategy. There's 3 main things that make someone trust you and like give you money and be persuaded by you. It's the pathos, logos, and ethos. Pathos just means this. People, you make a post that people feel connected to you. People are gonna feel like you actually had a similar struggle to them. That they're gonna feel like you are a real person. That you like things that they might also like. That overall. Let me show you a template. Let me show you an example of a video that I made that is pathos. Short form. Story video. Cool. So I said this. At 19, I dropped out of college to go all in on an online business that now makes $90K a month. So you can just say, at 20, I was so unconfident with my body that I knew I had to put 20 pounds of muscle. Anything like that. And then I said, my name is Pedro, I'm 21 years old, and today I run 2 multiple 6-figure businesses from my phone. For you, it can be anything, but overall, what you have to understand is that the story video, the pathos pillar, is to make people connect with you. So post things you like. Post, things that people are gonna relate to it. Post things that are gonna make people feel like you're an actual human, that you have had struggles, or that you have struggles, and that you like things they might also like. The whole purpose of pathos is to make someone feel, oh, I like this guy. That's it. Second one is logos. Logos is value content. That's literally it. Logos is when you tell someone they need to do thing and then they do it and they get a positive outcome. That's it. So like if you show someone a strategy on how to track their food better, or you show someone a strategy on how to, pick the right food at the grocery store, or if you show someone anything that's very valuable, that's logos. That's the second pillar of persuasion. The third one is ethos. Ethos is just trust, straight up trust. Straight up, you showing the results that you've already gotten, either yourself, but most importantly, clients that were in the same position that your prospect was. So if there's someone that you took from 200 pounds to 180 in 4 weeks, not in 4 weeks, in 4 months, then you post that, and that's going to be one of the pillars. And then someone who is 200 pounds is going to look at it and just be like, oh, this guy knows his stuff. I trust him. And that's what ethos does. It gets people to trust you more. If you just follow these 3 pillars, pathos, logos, ethos in your content, people are gonna give you money. They will. They're gonna trust you, they're gonna like you, they're gonna know you, they're gonna think you are smart and that you can actually help them with their goal. And look, there's hundreds of, not hundreds of thousands, but I would say there's a lot of coaches out there, online fitness coaches. But what's gonna make you stand out most is, yes, like most coaches are doing ethos and logos. They're posting valuable content, they're posting proof content, but they're lacking on pathos. Showing yourself more on social media is the best thing that you can do. Just talk about you, bro. Talk about what you like. Talk about your opinion. Talk about why you think a split is way worse than the other split. Talk about why you hate carnivore diet or why you love it. Talk about those things. Just share your opinion online more. And people are going to agree with you. Or they might disagree with you. It doesn't matter. But the ones who agree with you are going to like you more. And they're going to want to work with you more than they do with the other coach. Because the other coach is just posting value and proof. But you're posting connection, which is pathos. The other coach is just posting logos and ethos. You are posting pathos, which is very, very important. People have to know you. They have to like you. Now, once you have your Grand Slam offer in place, it's an offer that people are like, bro, I need this. This will change my life. Once you also have marketing in place, meaning you have pathos, logos, and ethos, you have just that persuasion strategy from Aristotle. Now what? Now you have to actually DM that person and get them to book on a sales call and then sell them on the call. Now, a couple of things they have to know about appointment setting. I'll be brief on it. Maybe I'll make another video expanding more on appointment setting. But I've been an appointment setter for myself, and I've trained around 5 setters already up to KPI, and I know a lot about setting. So, a couple things. First of all, the first message has to be personalized. So just stalk them a little bit, or even open their story, respond to their story, or see something that actually attracts them, that they probably like, and talk about that. Yo, bro, that's sick. Where's that at? Or if they're looking somewhat strong, or you can see them at the gym. Yo, looking good, bro. What's your split? Just chill. Just be chill, especially at the beginning. And then the main goal is to talk a little bit back and forth and get them to share a struggle with you. You can ask anything. How's the fitness journey been? Are you mostly maintaining it or working toward anything right now? Ask that. And they're going to tell you, yeah, I'm working on losing 20 pounds, but it's been kind of tough. Oh, what makes you feel like it's tough? Blah, 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 nutrition, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it makes sense. I actually have a program to help men like you get in shape. Do you mind if I ask a couple questions to see if you can be a good fit for it? Yes, of course. And then you ask a couple of things. But most importantly, in the script, you only want to know 4 things. Their main goal, why it's important to achieve that goal, their main struggle, how long it's been since they're struggling with it. And also, of course, like their age and stuff like that. But usually, if you just stalk them well, you're going to know where they're from and how old-ish they are, so they should have the money. But again, their goal, why it's important to achieve that goal, their struggle, how long they've been struggling with that. And then you pitch the call. Now, to pitch the call, let's be chill. Like, this is our main pitch. Let me just write it down for you guys. Cool. Here's what makes the most sense right now. Let's hop on a quick 30-minute strategy call so that I can go over what we've been doing to help guys like you achieve goal. So then this can be lose 20 pounds or lose 30 pounds or whatever goal they have, so that they can do anything and then you put the thing that's important for them. You ask their goal, hey, what's your goal? And then they said, oh, it's to lose 30 pounds. Oh, makes sense. So I'm curious, like, why is that important for you? Like, why do you want to achieve that goal now rather than just putting it off to later? And then they say that, and then whatever answer they have, maybe it's to be healthy for the kids, so they can be healthy for the kids. You're free today or tomorrow. That's the pitch. And they say yes. They say I'm free tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. Awesome. And then you say awesome. Easiest will be to use my calendar. So you can pick whatever time works for you, since we might be in a different time zone. Cool if I send a link over. Boom, done. And then they say yes, and then you send them the Calendly link. Now you might be asking, what the heck is Calendly? What's Calendly? Calendly is just this. Like, it's just a website or like a software that you use to send your own link, like so like strategy call. And this is what they're gonna see. Something very simple, very straightforward, that they can just book in with you, and then these are the questions that you want to have in the Calendly. Cool? Just have questions like this. Just take a screenshot of it. Awesome. Now that they're on the call, the main question is like, cool, so how do I sell them? Honestly, for that, I'll probably just post the sales script that I use that's generated us $800,000 a month. Not a month, overall, 800,000. And so like, just follow the script and that's it. Now that you got someone to pay you $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000, $5,000 for fitness coaching, and I recommend the package to be, if you're a beginner, but you're not a beginner. So anyway, if you're a beginner, I'll charge $1,000 for 16 weeks. That's pretty fair. Or $300 a month, and then they save $200 by doing the paid in full. And then, but that's you do it as a downsell. Like, you pitch the $1,000 first. But overall, I highly recommend $2,000 for 4 months, or $3,000 for 6 months. That's it. That's the best. Those are your best ones. And then when you have more authority, when you're confident in your results, 5K a year, done. Then you make 5K in one call. Very fun. But then you have the fulfillment. The first thing you have to have in fulfillment is a clear onboarding that's easy for them to get activated. Because if you onboard someone and you tell them, hey, you have to watch this 40-minute video, or you have to go through this 10-page document, that's too much for them. But if you just say, hey, watch this 2-minute video, make a post in the community, and fill out your onboarding form. That's very simple, right? Very, very easy. Most important of all, you want to get someone to feel, you want to get them to feel good. Not by just filling out the form, not by just making a post in the community or watching a video, but by getting their first workout in. So just tell them, walk for 10 minutes. Get a 20 or 30-minute walk, anything. But when they get those 3 done, you give them a reward. If these are done within 48 hours, I'm gonna give you 2 weeks for free in the program. Just get them done in 48 hours. And when someone is activated within the 48 hours, it's very likely for them to stay with you and for them to like you, for them to love the program. And then of course, once they fill out the form, build their program, get it done within 3 to 5 days, or just give it to another coach that's gonna be under you to build it, and then deliver it. And then hold them accountable, update the meal plan. Just do your thing as a coach. That's it. But by just repeating everything over and over, having an offer that's very amazing for the avatar, for the ICP, having a marketing strategy that follows the pathos, logos, ethos, persuasion strategy from Aristotle, by knowing how to close them on the DM, close them on the call, and then having them inside the program with a good onboarding. If you just have that in place, and then you also have an editor, to edit for you, because so that you don't have to freaking edit your videos for hours a day, and you have a coach to deliver the workouts and the meal plan, someone that you can actually trust, someone that's actually amazing at what they do. If you have just those two, bro, and then a setter to help you, like a setter to help you book calls, you can still be the closer. You're gonna make $20, $30, $50,000 in 1 month, even $100,000 in 1 month if you're still the closer. But then over time you can hire another closer, and then bro, all you have to do is just be in front of the camera, record videos, and then the entire team is just gonna do the work for you, or not for you, with you. The setter is gonna book calls from the content that you're putting out. The closer is gonna close and sell them on a call. The coach is gonna grab the client, take the client, build their program, build their meal plan, build their workouts, do their check-ins, their weekly check-ins. And you're gonna be just making a lot of money while working a lot less. It's that simple. That is the road from 3 to 8K a month to $100,000 in 1 month with fitness coaching. If this video helped, then I'm glad. I'm very happy because I just see so many coaches doing a lot of work, working hard, editing their videos, being their own coach, being their own setter, being their own everything, and not scaling their business. And I don't want you to be one of them.